Okay, what is money? What is money? The word money can mean a lot of things. It can mean a lot of things of value, but not everything. You wouldn't, like, for example, take a valuable car, motor vehicle, and say that that's money. Money is something you usually trade, barter for goods and services, right? It's most commonly used in the present day in the form of what we call fiat money, which is paper money and coinage, which is minted by sovereign governments for the use of their citizens, right? The biggest currencies in the world: the US dollar, the British pound, the euro, Japanese yen, Chinese yuan. And there's others, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar. So, and all the other currencies out there. So, currency used to be backed by gold and silver. In most cases today it's not. It's usually backed by the faith of the government that issues it. And, confidence in the government that issued it. But anyway, we're not here to examine money itself like that, or monetary policy. We just wanted to define it. Now, money can also mean gold and silver in the form of coins or bullion, right? That's like treasure. I mean, it's money, but it's not legal tender type money. Anyway, you could mint a bunch of gold and silver coins, and the value of that metal is so standardized, for the weight, you could use it as money, right? I mean, it gets heavy lugging it around, but in the form of coinage, it's like money. But what is money really? Money is a construct that we invented to trade goods and services. And so we didn't have to barter. I don't have to take my goat and trade it for your cheese, or my, whatever, and trade it for your whatever. The money frees you up. It's more compact. It's easier to carry, to store, and you trade it for goods and services, right? But money is a construct. It's plugged in to this whole matrix. Okay. Money has a consciousness. It's not sentient. It can't think. It's not an entity, but it has a form of consciousness. It's plugged into consciousness. The true purpose of money is to express appreciation for things that you would like to experience, and things that you need and hold and value, hold dearly. Okay, gratitude. That's where gratitude comes in. Appreciation, gratitude. Well, it's curious. We also use the word appreciation to express something going up in value, right? Assets that appreciate, they go up in value. We appreciate things, right? So gratitude and money go hand in hand. Who would have thought that? So when you are grateful for all of the things around you and all of your blessings, you are actually multiplying those blessings, so they loop around and come back to you in the form of more blessings, more money, more appreciation, more things of value, more people and experiences of value. It's not just money, right? There's lots of things that have value, but money's a big one, because with money you can buy anything. So money has a consciousness, and it will go to those who appreciate and love it, right? Who don't have all these hang-ups and guilt around it. If you're the type that feels guilty when you get money because other people don't have it or whatever, you have all these feelings of whatever, the dirty money, you know, money's the root of all evil, or even that the love of money is the root of all evil. That's another big lie we tell ourselves, right? Saying that money was the root of all evil wasn't good enough. We had to turn around and say that the love of money, there's nothing wrong with loving money, because money, I mean, it's not the money itself, it's what you can do with it. And it's not just buying yourself things or hoarding or being, we're not, that whole love of money thing and money and evil is really meant to combat sloth and avarice and greed. Okay? If you have a healthy interaction with money, a healthy love of money, there's nothing to feel guilty about, nothing to feel bad about. It's not evil. Okay? You can do a lot of good with money. It's not just about buying yourself stuff, or you provide for your family. You can help people out who need it. You can give to the poor. You can finance causes that uplift humanity. You can do a lot of good with money. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't fall for that one. All right? So money is good. Money has consciousness. Money will run from those who feel badly about it, who are not grateful for the things they have, who are always looking at what they want and never at what they have. That's another thing. If you're always looking ahead, you're never appreciating the present, and it's never going to come back to you, right? I always make it a habit to appreciate the things that I have. I love this computer I'm working on right now. It enables me to do so much. I love my vehicle, even when it has a problem and I have to take it to the mechanic. I always pat my vehicle and say, thank you. Thank you for, and I know the vehicle's not conscious. It can't feel that, but the universe knows that expression of appreciation, right? My last vehicle lasted a long time, and I always expressed appreciation for it, even though it was very modest, because it provided me great value, provided me daily transportation. What's not to appreciate about that? There's a lot of people out there and on YouTube, whatever, all they talk about is the mansions and the yachts, and that's all good. But let's talk about the basic stuff too. Don't forget the blessings you already have, because you're never going to get to those mansions or yachts if you don't appreciate, the jalopies, whatever that you drive, that get you from place to place. You ever take public transportation? Well, having your own vehicle is a blessing. It's one thing to take that public transportation if you want to. It's another when you have to. And you have to go on their timetable. You don't have the luxury of coming and going as you please, or you have to walk to the point where you get on, where you're bored. And don't take it for granted. Appreciate it. Gratitude. Okay? So money has consciousness. Now, the people who are grateful, who have healthy attitudes about money, who have a healthy love of money, will see more money in their existence. It will loop and come back to them. And it doesn't always come back in the form of cold hard cash. It could come back in the form of value. Someone might buy you a vehicle. It's happened. Someone might pay for something that's extremely expensive without you ever having to earn that money yourself, or see it come into your, directly into your experience in the form of, actual currency. These things can happen. Appreciate that when it happens. Don't just sit there and say, well, my relative or whoever paid for this and I didn't really manifest. Yes, you did. You manifested that relative to cover that expense. Everything is connected. You need to remember that. Everything is connected. We are so good at minimizing our true abilities and capabilities by slicing and dicing and saying, well, that was that person's money. It wasn't my, it's all your money. It's all your money. All right? That billionaire you see on TV, you created that in your experience. You created all of that stuff in your experience. If you're experiencing it in some way, you had a hand in that creation. I know it's tough to comprehend, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And those people who they understand that. They understand that. And if they were born into it, that's the way they set their game up coming into the game. From a cosmic standpoint, they came here to experience that. Or maybe they came in under modest conditions and their game was to experience the rise up, or maybe, they're experiencing the ride down. That happens too. We're all here to experience it different. But if this material resonates with you, you're like, wow, this kind of makes sense, or you're just hearing it for the first time. It may be blowing your mind, or it may be disturbing you. Good. That means you're starting to wake up. You're starting to realize there's more to reality than you ever thought possible, or you were ever taught, or you ever allowed yourself. The reality is more than you ever allowed yourself to know. There is no they. There is no, these conspiracies there is no them and us, and they're controlling things and you're at the mercy. That's a game, all right? That's a game. That's a game in our reality where we hide our power and we make ourselves the victim, and we look at the politicians and the state. No, this is a very intricate game, and we're all in on it in some form or fashion, okay? So just understand, money has consciousness. It will flee from those who have unhealthy attitudes about it, and it will come to those who have healthy attitudes about it, and also who are grateful. Grateful and ungrateful, same thing. You need to remember that. This is very important stuff. I just say it like it is. I say it directly, and I hope that it gets through and that it has some value for you. Money has consciousness, and if you're grateful and positive about it, it can come to you. I have another video about the negative self-talk. You don't want to talk about things like being broke, can't afford it, all of that. That's all meant to keep it away from you. So look at my videos and go watch that one for that. All right, see you later. Thank you.